Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am scrapbooking a personally issued challenge. So it is the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party weekend, and we are scraplifting the fabulous Melodee, and some of the ladies in the group said, wouldn't this page be really awesome as a mixed media thing? Because what she did was took out this right here, the little background paper, and used it as her background piece here. And I had posted and said that I didn't think I would be able to do that because I still had anger, because the first time I saw these, I thought that these were tile thickers on top of these colors. And I said, yes, I know I'm being dramatic, but I just can't. So this challenge was right up my alley. Now I've gone ahead and picked out a Jane Davenport crayon. I forget what they're called. They're some sort of crayon. And I picked a coordinating Nouveau embellishment mousse to go with each one to create my background. And then I will finish the page. So let's see what I can do. Now the first thing I do is grab these crayons and just scribble across the page. I definitely want to recreate the look of that Thickers packaging, and I'm not really measuring anything. I'm just kind of like spacing it out with what I think looks kind of decent. I do spritz on a little water with my water sprayer, and then I am taking a paper towel and just kind of blending the color out just a little bit. Now I am moving the paper towel and changing where exactly I am rubbing as I move across the page, because while I am okay with some areas blending together, I don't want like that hot pink color blending into the yellow because they're too far apart where they are. Now it does look like very juvenile, I want to say right now, with the scribbles across the page. And then I do even more and go ahead and finger paint with the crayons and some water on top of my glass mat. So in all actuality, what this does is really softens the amount of kind of scratchy, sketchy ness of the coloring bits. And you're not going to be able to tell right now, but you will be able to tell later on in the video when the water has dried that is on the layout, and it just like mixes together a little bit better. So I am cleaning off the little spot here on the glass mat, and that is because I don't want the colors to mix together while I am like making basically a little, almost like a watercolor paste out of it. And that is just because I want the colors to blend, but I don't want them to muddy, and I don't want them to kind of like get ridiculous on top of each other, because the thickers, they don't really blend. There's even some white space in between some of them, but I think that the way that this is, like it just looks better than if I just would have kind of slapped some color down there and left white space in between. I much prefer it this way than if I would have left the white space. And that is completely up to you. That's personal preference. You might hate this. You might be like, girl, you need to put that white space in there. Like whatever you're thinking, it's totally cool. If you want to go ahead and kind of scrap lift Melodee as well and make your own kind of layout, like more power to you. That's just the way I feel about it, people. I am always amazed, okay, when somebody will dislike a photo, or because it's not your personal preference, you'll be like, I wouldn't have done that. Well, you know what? That's fine. You don't have to do that. But someone has created something with their own hands. They've made art and they want to share it with you. So find something to say that's nice about it. Talk about how you love the colors. Talk about how you love their title. Talk about how the photo is cute. whatever it is, like find something on that layout to complement it. I mean, my word. Don't sit there and make a disparaging comment about it or, wow, that's a mess or anything like that. Like I have a couple mistakes on this layout where I got some of these texture pastes around on the white space where it shouldn't have been. Guess what? If you want to like think, man, Sandy, you were a slob and you screwed up that layout, keep it to yourself because I don't really care. I like it. That's what matters. So now I am taking the texture paste and I'm using a stencil from scrapbook.com. And the only thing I'm doing is taking the coordinating color that I had matched with the Jane Davenport crayon, and I'm just adding it over top of the heart stencil. Now, it is blending a little bit, and I tried to clean off my palette knife so that I wouldn't cross-contaminate and get different colors in the embellishment mousses. I mean, just look at those mousses across the top of the screen. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I'm so glad I got some. I do believe that there is still a Wicked sale on them over at Tonic. I will have that link down below for you guys as well, in case you're interested in that. So now I have moved on to this purple color, and I'm just pressing it down. And this stuff, it looks like it's not smooth and not easily spreadable, but guys, it's so super easy to work with. I do this all the way across the page, and I am good the first time I have to let the stencil stuff dry. So I clean off my stencil and I wait for it to dry, and we're all good. So I do the second stencil and I clean it off and we're all good. And I'm like, I don't want to wait for it to dry again. I just want to finish this layout. Like, this is taking too long. So I put the stencil on a third time and I mess it up. Like the hearts are kind of goopy and there's like stuff spreading out from underneath of them. It's just a whole big mess, you guys. So there it is. Sorry. I thought I was recording. I thought I had already pressed record while I was doing this. Because I had stopped the camera just to pull out some stickers and things because I was flipping through. I wasn't on the screen. And then I guess I realized I didn't actually have the camera turned back on. So all of these stickers are from Echo Park. They are This and That by Lori Whitlock. It's a 2012 collection. So that green scrolly thing came from there. Also, a couple little things that go on the page later. I have Capture Life by Alison Kreft. This is a 2014 collection. I love this collection so much I bought it twice. And they even have a black and white version of it. And then I also did Birthday Wishes, and that's a 2015 collection. So I pulled out the stickers for that, and I'm just trying to get them kind of figured out where I want them to go. Now, I felt like the birthday girl needed to be closer to the large part of the photo, so I just switched them around, and I'm making sure to tuck it into like my green leafy bits. And then the Best Day Ever Certified needed to move to the top. I really didn't like it where it was at the bottom. It just didn't feel like it went there. And then I'm thinking, there's something wrong going on here. Now I have this black washi tape with hearts on it from Amy Tangerine that I've put on the bottom and on the top of the layout. And then I have the black tag in the middle. So I do have this diagonal line of black, but it still felt wrong. Like it felt like that tag was just too heavy. It really didn't have anything it needed to do. So I decided to bring in some washi tape and add black to the layers of the cake. Now, at first I put the heart down at the bottom and I really liked that, but I struggled finding another washi tape that would work on top of the cake. So I peeled that off and put the heart washi tape up at the top of the cake, and then I pulled out a thicker washi tape that kind of has almost like a chevron to it if the pattern kept going. And I'm going to put that on the bottom layer of the cake. And now the layout feels much more balanced. It doesn't have like this whoa big pop of plain black tag. It actually looks like it belongs there. So I'm going to tuck in a couple more stickers. I'm just going to like kind of figure out what I want to do with it. Ultimately, I decided that this yeah sticker needed to be on my page, and I placed it down here on the bottom, just so that this is definitely the main cluster. It's the main embellishment point. I wanted you to definitely be able to see that and figure that out. I wanted you to know that, and just know that the other two were smaller and just not as impactful of an embellishment. And I'm okay with that. You know, all of your clusters don't have to have the same level of impact for them to be good clusters. So I'm adding these white dots from close to my heart. I'm just splattering them kind of about the page. I am putting 3 in each cluster, a large one, a small one, and a medium one. Up here at the top, I kind of switch out where I originally had them. I felt like the sizing was a little bit off, so I needed to just fix that a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I have to figure out the rest of the title up at the top. So Melodee has a big, bold title that says Carousel, and I wanted something that was bold as well, but I also wanted something that was kind of delicate, which is why I have a combo title where I'm using this big black foam letter stickers, and they are thickers. And guys, I have no idea which collection they came with. I am not that versed in thickers where I can sit there and look at it and tell you which collection it came with. I mean, I have some scrappy friends that can tell you the year it came out, the collection it came with, like they know their thickers, and the only thing I know about thickers is the glue gives out. So definitely not my cup of tea to know those things. However, I do get birthday stuck down without any problems here. And I just made sure to use the largest size of the thicker, because there are 2 different sizes of thickers in this. And then that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out Melodee's link down below to see. You might find some new inspiration for you. And I will see you again real soon for another video.